This video will unveil two MLB picks for Thursday, May 2nd. Are you up for it? Yesterday, the free plays generated a 1-1 record. I started off with the Reds, who qualified under the snap losing streak number 2 betting system. They were underdogs in San Diego, and I mentioned how I was not super confident about the play. In fact, I almost shared more arguments backing the Padres than the Reds, but I trusted the betting strategy. The game was tied at 2 runs apiece through 6 innings, but Jake Cronenworth hit a grand slam that doomed the Reds. I was much more excited by the second pick. In fact, I told you it was part of my premium picks shared with paid members at mjpicks.com. Can you remember what we took? That's right! No runs to be scored in the first inning of the Phillies versus Angels game. My main concern was whether Patrick Sandoval would be able to shut down Philly in the initial frame, but he ended up cruising through the inning more easily than his counterpart, Zach Wheeler. In fact, Sandoval struck out 3 of the 4 batters he faced, while the Angels put runners on first and second base before getting out of the jam. Okay, let's move on to today's picks. And the good news is, I'm going to share another premium pick. My 19 MLB betting systems recommend grabbing just one team today. The San Francisco Giants as mild underdogs in Boston. That being said, I don't like this wager enough to consider it a premium play, so I would go easy here. The betting angle that advises to take San Francisco is called the cold team versus hot team matchup. As you will see, it uses a contrarian approach, which is something I appreciate. The rules are easy to follow. Bet the road team if they are coming off at least 1 loss in a row, whenever they are facing a home club that has won 4 straight games or more. Does that fit the Giants-Red Sox matchup? Let's verify. Right now, San Francisco is undergoing a 2-game losing skid. Meanwhile, the home team, Boston, has picked up 4 consecutive victories. The criteria for betting are met, so we are rolling with the Giants. This betting strategy is off to a solid start to the 2024 campaign. Despite average odds of plus 148 in American format, or 2.48 in decimal, we still hold a nice 8-6 record for a total profit of 4.51 units. That corresponds to a 32% ROI. Let's take a short break and get ready for a premium pick for May 2nd. At 8:40 a.m. Eastern Time, I provided the following premium baseball pick to our group of savvy sports bettors. Under 9.5 runs in the Guardians vs Astros game. As you can see on your screen, we were able to get minus 110 odds with Bet365, and I saw the same line with Betway. There were also a couple of bookies with a minus 115 line, ESPN Bet and Hard Rock. When I started preparing this video, less than 20 minutes later, the line had dropped across all bookies. You are very likely to have to settle for under 9 runs by the time you watch this video. I know this is unfortunate, but that is one of the benefits you get by signing up at mjpicks.com. You get the same lines as I do, and we often beat closing lines. That's why we are having some success. I would still make the bet with the new line, but obviously I am not as excited as I was with the 9.5 total because my mathematical model was screaming to place that wager. Let's have a discussion regarding the starting pitchers. Cleveland gives the nod to Logan Allen. Let's be honest here. He's been fairly bad in 5 of his 6 starts this season. Allen is coming off a difficult outing against the Braves in Atlanta, which was a tough task to handle. Call me crazy, but I think he gets the job done today. He cannot be bad forever, and he still posted a decent 3.81 ERA last year. I think he bounces back with a good performance. The Astros will send rookie Spencer Arrighetti to the mound. In 3 starts, he hasn't fared very well either. If you want to be positive about his performances, you might bring up the fact that he struck out 15 batters in 10 and 2/3 innings. But giving up 7 walks is not reassuring though. I still thought it was interesting to note that he has made just 1 appearance at home. In that game, he faced the daunting task of squaring off with the Braves, and that turned out to be his best outing with 2 runs allowed in 4 innings. I'm not so sure he will get beaten up by the Guardians' offense tonight. To me, taking the over sounds like a square play. In other words, it sounds like a move that a rookie bettor would do because he sees that both starters are not very reliable. In most cases, it is best to go against square moves. Plus, as stated earlier, my mathematical model that simulates each baseball game 1 million times by taking into account recent stats from starting players likes the under in this contest. So let's go with the under in the Cleveland-Houston game that will take place at Minute Maid Park at 8 p.m. tonight. I'm Professor MJ. Please quickly hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the content I put out for you. See you tomorrow, my friend.